Hello, welcome back. Now I'm filming in a different place. I'm filming in my dining room because that's a better background. So today I'm going to do a bit of a glam look and just have a chat while I do my face. Not amongst yourselves, otherwise what's the point in me doing this? So sit back, relax, have a laugh with me, and I'll tell you tales. Glasses up, fresh face, because we all know I've got to have a fresh face. Now, the mirror's just here, everything's in front of me. Now, today I'm starting off with, I got a new thing. It's a stainless steel palette. Instead of putting the makeup on the back of my hand or on my fingers, I put it on the palette and use the palette. So, I will use brushes for it. I will use this brush. I must say, look, after my clown one, I looked at my brushes. Oh my goodness, what a mess. It really was a mess. So I had to clean them all, as you're supposed to do, but I clean all my brushes at the same time, but no, I had to go back and clean every single brush that I used. I'm using my standard Rimmel Fix and Protect. I will have everything in the description box as per usual down underneath. And there's a little I have to think which side it's on, because looking at the camera, me looking at the camera, it's down there. But when you're looking at the video, it's down on that side. And that's a little button that says subscribe. Click on that. And you'll get to see every silly movie I make. Okay, that one's done. Yes, it happened again. Sniffles. Now, I'm going to use the Loreal. What is it? True Colour, True Match. I have a thing. I talk to inanimate objects. I talk to myself a lot, but I also talk to inanimate objects. So that's part of who I am. It comes from, maybe it was a childhood thing, I don't know. But when my kids were little, they're now, well, my daughter turns 31 on Saturday, which in Australia is Anzac Day. And my son is also 30. They're not twins. Their birthdays are 6 weeks apart. So for 6 weeks, they're twins. It's like my sister Meryl. We're twins for one day because her birthday is the next day. Anyway, going back to my story. When my kids were little, my daughter, more than anything else, used to ask me, "What does that say?" So I'd make up a story. She'd see a praying mantis was one thing. She saw this praying mantis and she said, "What's it saying?" Now we all know praying mantis turn their heads a lot. I don't like praying mantis because they watch you. And so I'd make up a story of what it was saying. Like, it might be something like, "I'm watching you." Same daughter. Sat outside. She saw the bird die, and it was a blackbird. And it was sitting in, I think it was one of our apple trees. Doesn't matter what sort of tree it was a tree. It fell out of the tree. She sat with it, this dead bird, for a good hour and a half, just sitting with it. That girl has an affinity with animals. She loves them and they love her. Now I'm going to use my RCMA powder to set all of this, just to see how it goes. I learned a trick from Monique Parent, her name is. You put it on your puff, so you can't see, put it on your puff, rub it together, you puff together, pat the rest onto the back of your hand, like so, get it everywhere. Although hers didn't do that, maybe her puff was bigger. And then just pat it on. Pick up a little bit more. Yeah. Anyway, as a result, going back to my little story, as a result of my daughter continually asking me what this says, we still tease her to this day with, "What's the man saying?" When another time when she was little, she would ask, what's the man doing, or what's the man saying? And it would be workman. What's the man doing? Same child. I can wipe that off now. Oh, it'll just take forever to wipe it off, everything here. Same child. She would wake up in the morning and sometimes her first words would be, "It's 10 to 8. And you'd say to her, "Erica, what's the time?" And she'd say, "It's 10 to 8. It's always 10 to 8. I don't know where she got that from, but it was always 10 to 8. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe palette. There, gently. Put that up there. Once again, I will have everything listed below. Now the first thing, I'm going to prime with my NYX lip primer. Anyway, as a result of Erica asking, "What's the man saying? What's the man doing? Who's that? What's it saying?" I started writing children's stories. And I would take Australian animals and I'd give them personalities, give them names, give them personalities. Now, if any of you would notice, you can have, it's all right dear, you can come out. You've heard magpies. And magpies have a beautiful sound. So I wrote a story and called it Maggie's Choir. And it was the story about this magpie, named Maggie of course, who thought she could sing better than all the others. Just my mind saying that. So she wanted the lead role in the choir. But of course she couldn't have the lead role because she was too proud. Her ego was too big. Now, I'm going to do greens today because we all know green's a happy colour. And on the lid, as a base, I need a base. I knew I was going to do greens. Why didn't I pick a base first? We'll have you. I think we'll have this one. Not too bad, it seems to be a bit darker. Anyway, Maggie learned her lesson of, you know, you have to, no one's better than anybody else, everybody's the same. And that's how it is, excuse me, that's how it is in life. We're all the same. Nobody's different. You may, some people, not you per se, but some people may have more luxurious items than others. Doesn't mean they're any different, they're still the same. We all do exactly the same things. Everybody goes to the toilet, everybody poos, everybody showers, baths or whatever. Not all of us wear perfume. I personally don't. Very often, it's very rare for me to wear perfume. Oh, my cat's in her bed. Well, how about that? Well, she just likes being wherever I am. So that's how I brought up my kids. So it doesn't matter what you've got. You know better than Joe Blow next door. Next one, I will use this green, second from the end. And we'll put that on the outside. Up into the crease. That's more like up into the eyebrow. Dear oh dear. Merge it in, bring it out. And second from the end, do this one. And same with me. You know, that's how I feel about myself too. Okay, so I did win awards for my children's stories. But it doesn't mean I'm better than anybody else. It just means, what does it mean? It just means it doesn't matter. I'll keep you for a minute. Use this one. Beige. Cat's name is Cheeky. And she's only just gone deaf. But she still likes to be near me. Just because she's deaf. Hi, Shiki. Hello. Hello. I will still talk to her, like she can hear. She also has hyperthyroidism. I'd like to swap with it because I've got hypo. Okay. Now, edging. Scratching here, sorry. Sorry. I'm going to use the black on the bottom. And it's called, I can tell you the colours that I use because then it will help me. Muse is the one that I'm going to use. Do I want to use Muse or should I use Granite? No, I might use Granite. Get off. I talk to inanimate objects. Now the colours that I have used are Pine, Inspire. Did I use Fickle? Oh dear. Fourth one in, Chromatic. Never mind. Oh, and a bit of up the top, Goldie. Artistic. So I'm going to use Granite as an eyeliner, just to align my eyes. Do the top, spin that over. Oh, well, that's better. Granite. And the other eye. Talk amongst yourselves while I do this. Flip her back over. Well, that looks okay. Now, I have tissues somewhere. Where did I put them? Oh, excuse me, they're behind my... Oh, they're here. Behind the Morphe Palette. So that's where my daughter was the inspiration for me to write children's stories. It was as simple as that. Now I got this. This is a Mabelline. Apparently it's only just come out. I don't know if you can see it. Doesn't matter, I'll list it below. It's a highlighter. Now I saw a review on it yesterday and I thought, well, that's not going to work too well, is it? We'll see what happens. Just a touch. Just a touch. They said that it creased and they weren't too impressed with it. Stays wet. Well, that looks okay. Not that I can see too well. I did. Oh, mascara. Oh dear, oh dear. So I do spend a lot of time talking to myself, talking to inanimate objects. That was my standard green. I make sense to myself. That's what it is. Spoolie. Heidi. He's creeping over there. That's a better sound. I'm using my Savvy Vegan eyebrow pencil. I did find out that what caused my eye to sting, and it has since gone into the bin, was the eyeliner, because I poked myself in the eye with it, and that's what caused my eye to sting. So, eyeliner. Second coat of mascara, I'm only doing the top because I don't need to do the bottom. That. Now do a bit of, just a bit of bronzer. Don't worry about mess, it will clean up. Using my MAC blusher in the colour Star Love, I think. Just a light touch. Just a light touch. Cheeky's gone to that corner now. That one. Now blusher, I'm using my Rimmel. That little brush. In that colour. My blush brush. Just lightly, don't need a lot. I think sometimes it's too easy for people to do what I did in my last video and just go overboard. It's not necessary. Okay, just do a bit of blending together, lightly. Everything should be done with a light touch. Now going back in with my powder puff, just to fix out there, under there, up to there. What do we think? Next step, lips. Now I did bring a highlighter out. Do I need a highlighter? just a little bit. This is a designer brand, DB, and it's an illuminator and it has the little thing. You just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I was actually going to do a 1930s makeup, but one of the things that they did in the 30s was either pluck out their eyebrows completely and just draw a very thin line, or pluck their eyebrows to a thin line. I'm not about to do that. So that's the illuminator. Now lipstick. I'm going in with my trusty Revlon Colour Stay in Wine. Did. I mean, 30s, you're thinking Marlene Dietrich, Marlene Dietrich, Myrna Loy, a few of the others. No. If I go too much, you'll mention too many, you'll realise that I love old movies. Now I'm using, who are you? Mabelline? Yes, Mabelline. In the colour. My lips thank me. And there we have it. What do we think? Do we like that? It's different. Now I'll have everything listed below in the description box for you to look at. So, once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe and share. Bye-bye.